What's going on, guys? I previously did the Battlefield 4 beta dual-core test, showing indicated performance with an i3 and a video card that's getting between 660 and 660 Ti performance, which is a GTX 580 with a slight overclock. I promised a actual Battlefield 4 retail test with the December patch. I know it's almost the end of December, but this is my follow-up. I wanted to have a better video card by now, but I wanted a 290, and they went out of stock so fast from the mining, and then I'm not paying over $500 for a 290 right now, so I'll just wait. So right now, we'll go ahead and show you what's up. So as you can see, starting this on. As you can see, I do have a GTX 580. Bottom card is noisy. It's a 9600 GT running 2 monitors. Now, I run my 3960X in dual core mode. 2 cores, 4 threads with HD on at a stock 3.3 GHz. So that's Sandy Bridge i3 performance level. CPU usage bounces between 75 and 90 depending on what I'm doing in the game. This was a 64 player when I joined, but now it's more like 60, between 50 and 60, 55, 60, somewhere around there. GPU usage is bouncing. It is slightly CPU bottlenecked, but look at the frame rates I'm getting. You know, I'll move it. Now, this is not all low settings. This is not all low settings, people. I optimize my settings for maximum FPS while having the most visually appealing graphics. So, what I do is I have texture filtering on Ultra, mesh quality and terrain quality on Ultra, 4x anti-aliasing. Yes, I'm running deferred anti-aliasing. That gives me a very, very smooth image. And my resolution is 1920 by 1200. I have the resolution scale for this video at 100%, but I run at 120% when I have all my cores on, which is 6 cores, 12 threads. Alright. Now, I'm kind of on this side of the map, so I didn't die. But I'll start running that way. They have C right now, so there is a lot of action, and you can see my FPS is kind of tanking as I'm running past things. But as you can see, there's like really no drop. And you have to remember that's just because of what I'm using, my settings. I have a good friend of mine who plays the same thing with a 650 Ti boost and an i3, Ivy Bridge i3, which is slightly faster than what I'm running now, about 10% CPU performance. I'm running into where some enemies are, so I'm about to die. They're about to shoot me. I'm surprised they haven't killed me yet. And as you can see, my FPS is still staying up there. The patch really did help a lot. I'm like running up to these guys, and they are not even killing me. They're like running away. Seriously? Look. Wow. Man, if you guys want some easy score, hop in this server. I'm gonna stand right here. I see somebody on my screen right now. Finally got killed. Finally. Now, as you can see, my FPS is all over the place. I'm not running with VSync, which would normally walk at 60 Hz. Just because I like maximum FPS on a multiplayer game. Usually, I used to run all low on Battlefield 3, but the settings, the graphic settings are slightly different in Battlefield 4, to where you can compensate with minimal FPS loss while having no pop-up. So if you wanna do the same thing I'm doing, just pause the video before and use the same settings I'm using. Now remember, my 580, the way it's clocked right now, which is about 800 megahertz, only a very mild overclock, is in between 660 and 660 Ti performance. So if you have something like an i3 and a 760, you should be able to easily max this game out. All ultra with no anti-aliasing, or like high settings with anti-aliasing, and still stay around 60 FPS. No, they took C. They're about to take D. Now remember, people, HT, although it's utilizing it, I might do a little bonus and do just a straight dual core to show you performance. HT doesn't really do anything for games, people. So don't think you need an i7 with HT, or if you can only afford like something like a 650 Ti boost and like a Pentium, like a Haswell Pentium, a 4th gen Intel Pentium, that would be perfectly fine. I mean, I'm playing on a pretty good server, and you'd be able to play at least on low and medium settings at 1080p with respectable frame rates. Pretty easy. The patch really did a number on this game, so I'll see what I can do there. Hopefully this helps you out. For fellow PC gamers wanting to play this game, you want to slightly upgrade your machine or something, or if you're a console guy and you want to make like a low-end machine, you know, you can get a Pentium for cheaper than a good APU. You know, just make sure that it's a Haswell Pentium, which is a 4th gen. It's like a G3000 something. I can't remember off the top of my head. See, and once again, I'll show the CPU usage is up there. It's not maxing it, but it's pretty high. But I mean, the fluctuation on GPU usage really isn't that bad. So that means that, you know, this processor, the way it's set up right now, isn't really bottlenecking my performance all that much, obviously. So, and you see my temperature, that's why it's so freaking noisy, if y'all hear that. 70 degrees, I have to have it at 100 else. Fermi runs pretty hot. I'm just saying. Third monitor shows MSI Afterburner, it is a 580. There you go. It's running the latest drivers. Just got killed again. Kudos to whoever that guy is for shooting a guy that's just standing there. Alright. So hopefully this helps you make an informed decision so you can get on the battlefield with me. Later guys. PP McGuire's out.